Hello, children. And now the story The Beggar and Five Dosas. Children, this is a story about a beggar, Raghuram, who lived in a small village of southern India. Raghuram was very poor. He had a small hut and he lived along with his wife, Shanti. Raghuram would very seldom get work, and to meet his daily needs, what would he do? He would go begging door to door. Every morning he would go with a clean bowl and get some rice by begging, which Shanti would cook. Yes, they were satisfied with what they had. Raghuram was very polite, very helpful in nature, and everyone in the village liked both Shanti and Raghu. One day it was whose birthday? The Zamindar, the headman's birthday, the 50th birthday. He invited all the villagers for lunch. Even Raghuram and his wife Shanti went for the lunch. There were many dishes and one of them was the dosas. Children, in those days, dosas were prepared not daily but only during festivals, weddings, or parties or by the rich. It was for the first time that Raghuram and his wife were tasting dosas. They ate to their heart's content. That night, while lying down to sleep, Raghuram said, we had a nice grand lunch today, isn't it? The dosas were too good. I can still feel their taste in my mouth. Shanti too agreed. Really, I can never forget the wonderful taste, the yummy, yummy dosas. For the first time in my life, I had eaten such a nice dish, the dosa. Shanti said, I will make dosas at home. And for this, what she did, she saved little rice every day. And when the collected rice was enough to make dosas, she went to her neighbor. Veena, can you spare some little black urad dal for me? I am preparing some dosas today. And yes, you can tell me how to prepare it? Veena told her the whole process. Now, accordingly, Shanti prepared the batter with some curd. She added some coriander seed, ginger and chilies which Veena had given to her. And she started making the dosas. She took some oil, started making dosas on a tawa. As she put some oil on the dosa and then the batter, she began sniffing her nose. Wow, what a nice smell! Her mouth started watering. And now she had finished making how many dosas? 4 dosas. She was cooking the last one. Just then, Raghuram entered the house. You're making dosas today. Shanti, oh, lovely. Soon, Shanti put the plate of dosas in front of Raghuram. Seeing the dosas, Raghuram's mouth started watering. He quickly put 2 dosas in his plate, 2 in Shanti's plate. And Shanti went to bring the tangy tomato chutney. There was one more dosa left in the plate. Raghuram was a bit confused. Oh, there's only one dosa left. How do we share it? Children, they could have taken half for each of the dosa, but Raghuram didn't want to tear the dosa, but he did not even think about it. Shanti was also confused. Oh, there is only one dosa and we are 2 of us. Now who will have the third one? Both of them wanted to have the third dosa. Raghuram finally said, See, I have an idea. We'll keep a contest for this. And who wins will get 3 dosas and the one who loses will get 2 dosas. You know what we have to do? We will lie down on either side of the kitchen. We'll lie down with our eyes closed without moving. And the one who speaks first or opens his eyes or moves first will be the loser. Shanti thought for a moment and said, "Okay, that's fine." Now both of them lay down on either side of the kitchen while they kept all the dosas in the kitchen. Shanti began thinking, "I will not move. I will not open my eyes, neither will I speak. Whatever may come. And yes, then I will have 3 dosas." While Raghuram began thinking, "Shanti is very talkative. I am sure she cannot remain still or quiet for a long time. And then finally I will win and I will eat the 3 dosas." Children, actually it was very difficult for both of them for the first few hours. Why? Because the aroma of the dosa, the chutney was spread all over. But yet they controlled themselves and lay still as if they were dead. Slowly the sun set. It was getting dark, but still none of them moved or spoke. Suddenly what happened? Raghuram felt something on his big toe. Oh, it is stinging. Someone is there. Oh, maybe it's the ant, the red ant. It's paining also, but I have to bear this pain, this itching for the sake of dosas. I can control myself. I will not move at all. If I move even an inch, Shanti is very smart. She will catch me and then she will have 3 dosas. No, I will not move. After some hours, Shanti carefully, very slightly opened her eyes to see what Raghuram was doing. But when she saw Raghuram doing the same thing, she quickly closed her eyes because she knew if he would have caught her opening her eyes, Raghuram would say, "I am the winner." Now, it was the next day. That day also passed, but none of them moved nor spoke. Now, when Shanti saw that their door was locked and she did not see Veena, their neighbor did not see Shanti for the whole day. She was a bit worried. "What's the matter? I did not see Raghuram and Shanti the whole day. Had they left the village?" And out of curiosity, Veena went to open the door. But could she open it? No. She was shocked and worried. She knocked at the door. Shanti, Raghu. But nobody answered. They were listening, but yet they did not answer. And then she rushed to the villagers and told them, "Listen, I have not seen Raghuram and his wife since 2 days. Their house is locked from inside. That means they are inside. But I knocked and knocked, but nobody responded, answered. God alone knows what has happened to them. Maybe something very bad. Please come." All the villagers rushed to Raghuram's house. One of them knocked at the door again and shouted, "Raghuram, Shanti, Raghu, Shanti, open the door." Both Raghuram and Shanti heard them. But did they open the door? No, none of them moved or answered. Why? Because if the one who moved or replied would be the loser, and neither Raghuram nor Shanti wanted to lose. The villagers became worried. One of them climbed the terrace and jumped inside and opened the door. Everyone rushed in, and what did they see? They saw Raghuram and Shanti lying still on either side of the kitchen. They shouted, "Raghu, Shanti!" But none of them moved. "Oh, they are dead." All of them were worried and sad. Just then one of them, who was a doctor, came forward to examine them. He held Raghuram's pulse. Oh, he is alive. He found Shanti also alive. He checked their heartbeat and said, "I don't think anything severe has happened, anything serious. One of you please rush and get my bag from the clinic." And then he said, "Don't worry, I'll give them an injection and they'll be fine." He quickly opened his bag, took out an injection, and moved towards Raghuram. As he held Raghuram's arm when about to insert the needle, Raghuram was thinking all the time, "Oh, an injection! No, no, no! He was very scared of injections. He said, "No, I cannot have this injection." And just when the needle was about to go into his hand, he shouted, "No, no, stop, stop! I don't want any injection. I'm alive, I'm okay." Hearing this, Shanti too got up immediately shouting, "Oh, I won, I won." All the villagers were shocked. "What is this? What are you saying? Both of you are fine, then what was all this? All this drama, lying down still, not answering?" Finally, Raghuram told them the whole story, why they were lying so still. Hearing this, everyone started laughing. "Oh, you did all this for the sake of the dosas. Where are the dosas?" Shanti immediately rushed to the kitchen and she came back nearly in tears. "Oh, the dosas are all gone. They are eaten by ants and rats." Oh, Raghuram became sad. Just then the village headman said, "Raghuram, don't cry. It's only the dosas. Come on, throw away these dosas and come to my house. I have made dosas today and you can have as much as you want." So both of them went to the headman's house and they had not one, not two, but tasty, tasty 5 hot fresh dosas with tangy tomato chutney. And now whenever people would talk about dosas in the village, they would remember the story of Raghuram and Shanti and the 5 dosas. So children, was not that a funny story? Children, you can hear more such interesting, lovely stories on my YouTube channel of Kahani Wali Nani. Yes, subscribe the channel and yes, do press the bell icon to keep receiving notifications whenever a new story is uploaded. If you like the story, click on the like button and share the story with your friend by clicking on the share icon. And we'll meet you again next week with another story. Till then, goodbye. Take care.